I'll just start today's video by giving you a bit of a rundown about what we've been up to. Cheryl and I have been looking for a boat for a little while now. We've still got Hawkeye and we don't intend on moving Hawkeye on for a little while. We put a lot of work into her and we're still getting a lot of enjoyment out of her. But ultimately it's not the vessel that we want to end up retiring into. Our plan's to get a steel trawler type boat, mainly because a trawler is pretty much proven to handle big seas. They can handle a large payload, they can travel long distances, and that's what they're designed to do. We're looking at something around the 45-foot mark, something around 200 horsepower. We're not in any rush, so if we can do 8 to 10 knots, we're pretty happy with that. 10 knots is fast enough to outrun a cyclone. That's basically what we're looking at. The specifics of the boat: needs to be 1.5 metre draft, around about 4.5 metres beam, and a forward helm with the raked front windows. That's the main criteria. Behind the helm we want to have a full living area, so basically it'll have a galley in there, we'll have a table, lounge chairs, so on and so forth. And then behind that area at the back of the boat we want to have a shaded area where we can sit down with some deck chairs, or we can do some fishing off the back of the boat. Forward of the helm and down we want to have a large area in there for a bedroom. I'm 6'4", so I need quite a big area to sleep in, and I need an area that's got enough room above my head so that I don't have to crouch down when I'm walking through the boat, and I would really love a stand-up shower, one that I don't have to do this with. I don't know, for any of you that are sort of in your 50s and you're my height, basically it's a pain in the arse to crouch down. Okay, now we've found a boat that's up in Brisbane. We're just going to chuff on up there now in the next part of the video. It was recorded last week, and go up and have a look at it. I'll leave a bit more till the very end, but basically I'll get to that anyway. So what we've decided to do is we're just going to keep looking for a while. The reason we're going to keep looking is we're not exactly 100% ready right now to buy. We can buy. We have got a place to store the boat, which is the big thing while we work on it. The boat doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be in a solid shape. And if we don't find a boat, and I've probably just given it away that I didn't buy the boat we went and had a look at, but if we don't find a boat, I can still build one. I'm a boilermaker by trade, and I think that's the main skill that you need to build a boat, and it's not the first time I've built any sea vessel, so yeah, I'm not going to have a problem with that. Right, I'll just get on with the video, and you'll see where we ended up. This is the picture of the boat as I found it on Gumtree. Pretty much what I'm after: 45 foot long, forward helm, forward raked windows, and this one actually has a living area built off the back of the forward helm. And today we're off on an adventure. What are we doing today?
Adventure! Boating adventure!
A boating adventure. Am I being a crazy bastard and dragging you all over the countryside?
You're a fucking maniac.
Yeah.
How many boats do you need? 4!
She's right. Yep.
All good?
Yep.
Let's go.
From where I live in the Hunter Valley now, the trip to Brisbane's pretty good. Basically, I've got 5 minutes and I'm on the expressway. And then from there, we're basically in 100 kilometres an hour zone all the way up to Brisbane. From door to door, without stops, it would have been 7 hours drive time, which was absolutely unheard of. Years ago, that trip would have been 9 or 10 hours, but the new expressways they've put in certainly have fixed it up. This is the boat as we first laid eyes on it. Pretty rough looking. Bit of a backstory behind the boat. It was built in Cairns in the 70s. Commercial fishing trawler for all those years. It was bought by a guy eventually in Harvey Bay. He put the back on it 12 years ago. It was bought by another fellow. He was going to cut the back of it off and turn it back into a fishing trawler. He was in his 70s when he bought the boat, and basically it looks like he's deceased now. Rightio, so as you can see, a lot of work to do along the bulwark there. It's basically a full re-steel from there up. Okay, underneath. Yep, very, very good. Okay. So rudder. And prop. Right, apparently they do have the prop here, so that's all very good. Righto. We're up on dunnage at the moment. Okay, up we go. First impressions on this, she's fucked. It's such a shame that this boat has come to this. The guys that's put the back on this has done such a beautiful job, and yet it's just absolutely rooted. I'm a bit scared to walk on this floor. I don't even want to open up any of the... Hey? No. It's too bad. Yeah, scrappy. Yep. The entire floor is rotted through. It's half full of water inside. It's yeah, he probably used to have a battery in there with a solar panel or something and just used to pump out, but
I don't know, the guy never climbed up there.
It's such a shame. Such a shame. Righto, first impressions of this girl is it's pretty good. But I just went for a walk up on deck and she's shit. So, such a shame. Such a shame. So there you have it. It actually broke my heart going to see that boat. I thought it was a lot better. I could have repaired it. There was a lot of rust. I mean, a lot. I think it would have taken me 12 months just to repair the rust work, and I actually don't have that time available to me to do that sort of work. I think if anybody was going to take that boat on, they would have to have 100% commitment. They would have to be retired. They would have to have a very understanding wife, because it's a massive, massive project. Everything in there was shagged. I mean, everything. The helm station, the engine would have had to be pulled, it would have had to be drained, the whole interior sandblasted, the exterior sandblasted, and then start the process of finding out what material is actually stuffed. I actually told the girl to scrap it, like the person selling it. I said, look, you're better off scrapping it. It weighs 12 tonne, you'll probably get $3,000 for it. The bronze propeller, you'd probably get $500 for that, because it weighed over 100 kilos, and it's made of phosphorus bronze, so it's about $5 a kilo as a scrap sale price. What you didn't see there was the actual extent of the rust. There were holes in there as big as your fist, and not just in little areas but in massive areas. And anyone that knows anything about any areas that are rusted, the areas leading up to those holes are actually quite well rusted. The whole roof line just rusted through in sections. There was an area on the floor that you could have fitted a soccer ball through it. That's how big the rust was. Yeah, I was pretty sad. I drove, 7.5 hours up there, 7.5 hours home, just to be a bit disappointed. But, it was worth the adventure, because I found what I didn't want. And what I didn't want is a shitload of work that I'm not prepared to do. Shame. It was exactly what I wanted. Like, the whole design of the boat was exactly what I wanted. So I may end up building one yet, if I can't find one. That boat was advertised for $6,000. She kept reducing it to, in $1,000 increments, to the point where it became $2,000. She'd had a lot of people come and look at it, and a few guys were really keen, but honestly, if you're not in a financial situation where you're retired in your 40s, you aren't ever going to finish that boat. Because if you work a 9-to-5 job and you're trying to do work on that boat in your time off, you have to be 100% on that boat and 100% on that project. And I am that kind of guy. I'm the kind of guy that basically you give me a project and outside of work and I'm on it. But even so, with my family lifestyle, with my children and my wife, there is no way possible that I would be able to do it, even if it was just my wife. There's no way possible. So I had a lot to think about before I actually said no to that boat, and that's why it's taken me so long to get this video up. I'll just keep hunting. I've decided to look for a boat that's going to cost a lot more, but I'm looking for one that basically is in the water now and it's running, and one that's actually in insurance survey. I think that's where I need to go. That way I know I'm not going to get it done. So I'll just keep hunting. If I don't find what I want, I'm planning on retiring in 5 years' time, and in 5 years' time I'm looking at building a boat or doing one up. So there's just going to be a few years difference in what I actually do. I want to be on the water now, that's the only thing. Or I want to be on the water in 5 years' time. So I didn't really want to delay retiring and then going and building a boat. I didn't mind retiring and going and restoring a boat. But yeah, anyway. Alright, thanks for watching. Cheers.